Oh man, the biggest what if scenario in all of sports for the last year is Kyler Murray playing baseball. Now, it's not officially off the table yet that he plays baseball, but he did officially declare for the NFL draft a couple months back, meaning he has officially decided to play football over baseball. But Kyler Murray, I'll have you know, if you didn't know, if you only know him as the football player, he played baseball in college. He was very good, and he was drafted in the first round of the MLB Draft last summer to the Oakland A's. And he turned that down. He gave up, I think it was like $4 million to go play football, go enter the NFL Draft. But in this road to the show here, we are going to see if he made the right decision, perhaps. We're going to see how he would have done in his career if he chose baseball over football. Now, this is the new road to the show creation screen in MLB The Show 19. I kind of went through it already and set some things up. I kind of thought there'd be a character creation, but I don't know when that comes into play because I don't think it's on this screen. But anyway, he's from the U.S. He's from Texas, so we're making him from Texas. Now, his position, his senior year, or I don't know if it was a senior year. I can't remember if he stayed through his senior year, but his last year at Oklahoma as a baseball player, he played center field. He's also played left, but he was primarily a center fielder in his big season at Oklahoma baseball-wise. So he's a left fielder. We've already got his jersey on there. It says Murray, number 7. Now in football, yes, he is number 1, but in baseball, he was number 7. So if number 7's taken on a team, then we'll switch it over to 1. So he is a righty on both sides of the game, I guess. And when it comes to archetype, it was a little tough to think of which one I should do. And I obviously Kyler Murray has the speed; he's very speedy. But if you look at his numbers from Oklahoma, he did put up a pretty good average. It was like 296, but he also hit 10 homers in about 180 at bats. So that's a homer every 18 at bats or so, and that's a pretty decent amount of power right there. Like if you extend that to a full MLB season of like 600-ish at bats, that's going to be 30, 34, 35 home runs or thereabout, and that's a pretty good amount of pop. So obviously college isn't the MLB, but that's all we have to base it off of. And one further proof that I think kind of demonstrates why I'm going to go with the archetype I'm going to choose is on the left of the screen there, you can see that the trophy on the dresser changes based on what archetype you have. And if you go all the way down to the new archetype of the anomaly, what's that trophy right there? Is that a football? That's a football. And I think that's only appropriate for Kyler Murray to have a football trophy. Let's just pretend. Let's pretend and say that's the Heisman that he won. I know it's not. I know it doesn't look anything like it. But let's just pretend that football trophy on his dresser right there is the Heisman Trophy. And we're going to go ahead and go with the anomaly for Kyler Murray, starting us off with 70 speed, 50 power from each side of the plate, and then solid fielding. And what's going to be weak is our plate vision, our contact, which, you kind of have to give something up. Based on his college stats, I don't think his contact and vision would be that weak, but I think the most important thing is we have a good amount of speed and a good amount of power. Let's just go ahead, let's pick the anomaly, and now we're headed over to the personality choice. And we have 4 different options here. And this is new to the game also. Let's just read what it says. Personality affects which perks will be available during your career. Check your progress and equip perks from the personality and relationships tile in the home menu. So we have to determine what the personality of Kyler Murray is And I think there's one that probably fits him the best. I mean, he is the quarterback of Oklahoma, or he was the quarterback of Oklahoma. He's probably going to be the first round draft pick as the quarterback in the NFL. And what is mainly the quarterback's role of a team? It is to be the captain. So his primary his primary personality trait is going to be the captain. I think his second one is going to be lightning rod, because he's really, you got to think on your feet when you're playing football. You're a quarterback, no one's open, you got to make your reads, you got to take off and scramble sometimes, and you got to make big plays happen. So I think lightning rod is going to be his second personality. And I think the only one we're going to leave off here is going to be Maverick. I think the third personality trait is going to go ahead and be heart and soul. And that is that. So now here's the character creation screen. Okay, I was waiting for this, so this might take me a while. Full disclaimer: I'm not too good at creating characters in video games, but we'll see how I do on this Kyler Murray creation, and then it'll probably suck, but we'll get into some gameplay here. So I'll be back once I've created Kyler Murray. Alright, well, you're gonna have to use your imagination a bit, but that's my creation of Kyler Murray. I don't know, I don't think it's too bad. I don't think it's too good, but as long as we got his height the right size, and the general shape of the guy, I think you should be able to suspend your disbelief just fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit finish. And I think that should take us right into the Bowman Scout Day. And I got a trophy, yeah. And yeah, it looks like that's going to take us right into the Bowman Scout Day. We got a B potential starting out at a 52 overall, which doesn't seem to be too bad. I don't know. I feel like in the past you start out as like a 35 or something, but I might be wrong.
Days before the 40-round MLB Draft, some lesser-known prospects get one last chance to make an impression at Bowman Scout Day.
Well, here we go. This part of the story isn't going to be too true to life when it comes to Kyler Murray. He was obviously a first-round draft pick for the A's, and the storyline they give us here is someone who's struggling to make it in the draft and someone who's been overlooked. So I think we're going to get picked later on in the draft, but I do think they have the feature where you can select your team, and I'm just going to go ahead and do that and select the A's when that comes up. I don't really know what this is, but we're having some kind of interaction. And ooh, look at that PCI. That's tiny. I think I'm on Hall of Fame difficulty. I don't know if you can change it from here, but let's see. Yeah, I'm on Hall of Fame difficulty. I didn't want to take too much time creating his batting stance. I figured I just kind of want to play. But I don't know. The only real thing that I just took a quick look at his batting stance, and there was really nothing good, or nothing I really saw. The only thing I really noticed was that his back elbow was pretty straight up, so I pretty much just picked the first stance that had the back elbow up. So this stance isn't that good. I might go ahead and look for some better ones later, but for now I just wanted to play. And I think we've got enough practice in. We've been ripping some balls, so I'm going to go ahead and start the actual evaluation here. And way to start. First pitch, swing and a miss. Way to go, Kyler. Well, we got, I think, 4 pitches left. 3 pitches left, actually. We're doing decently. I mean, no big displays of power here. that it'd be nice. But as long as we're putting the bat on the ball, they'll know who we are. Anyone who, well, actually, like I said, we're picking our team anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much how we do here. But it's kind of cool to see our stock increase and everything.
It only takes a simple word or two to establish trust in others.
All right, we got to do the outfield, and I'm not gonna lie, not the best outfielder when it comes to Road to the Show. I've been playing Road to the Show since like MLB 09, and I've never created somebody who plays the outfield. So this is honestly a first for me. This is like my 10th year of playing MLB The Show, and this is going to be my first time using an outfielder for a Road to the Show. I've just never mastered the cameras and the, like, where is he running to? What was that? The computer just took over. I swear to God I didn't do that. Oh, and it's because my controller's disconnected. Well, that makes sense. At least I know why he just started running away from the ball. If that doesn't scare me enough, if that didn't rattle me, then I'll be fine. I just gotta learn how the camera moves. It's the balls that are hit, like, not directly behind me, but like to the side and deep behind me. Those are the ones I'm worried about. And we're gonna have to throw to third here, so I didn't even think about setting the... Ooh. Are we gonna throw it? You gonna throw it, Kyler? Alright. There we go. There's that arm we need. That quarterback arm. Alright, now we gotta throw to home. This is gonna be X. I usually flip my my controls for Road to the Show, but I think I'm just gonna leave it as, because usually I flip it so that square is first, and everything is accordingly. So then triangle would be home, but I think I'm just gonna leave it for this Road to the Show here. And let's actually throw him out, Kyler. Come on, you're a quarterback. Where's your arm? It seems like one of the traits that the anomaly gets is not arm strength, because Kyler Murray is not throwing out a 31 speed dude from shallow center. So we got to work on that arm strength there. I don't know how you were planning on throwing the ball 50 yards down the field if you were going to choose football, Kyler. But this is baseball, and you're a center fielder, so you got to throw people out at home. Quite a clinic you put on out there. Let's just say thanks. Let's just stay humble for now. All right. And I'm just going to go ahead and hit continue here. I don't know if we're going to go into some kind of cutscene.
Everyone has a personality.
All right, so this is our first personality option here. So we're going to go through a little tutorial. I think I'm pretty aware of how this works. Each response triggers a different personality, and then based on that, it levels up your personality to get to the next perk. So I can't use the perks yet while I'm not in the pros. But what does this guy say? First game of the showcase. Time for us to step up and be known. And yeah, there we go. I think that's a good response for a captain. Time for us to step up as a team. Motivate your team. You're going to look better if your teammates perform better. And there we go. So before I hit continue here, because I think that'll take me right into the first showcase game, I'm going to call this episode here. We're gonna play the showcase stuff right after this. I just don't want this to be too long with the creation and everything. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. We did the scout day. We did the creation. Kyler Murray is on his way to becoming a professional baseball player rather than a professional football player. And you're going to want to see how this career pans out. So make sure you hit subscribe. And if you like this video, hit the like button. It's fine if you want to do that. But that's going to be it for me in this one. We're going to play the top showcase games in the next episode. And I will see you then.